What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome to another episode of Dread Man Interviews, episode 5, where the mic is mine, but the floor is yours. Anyway, I'm here with a very good friend of mine, my boy Ruben De Jesus, aka June De Jesus. June, what's up? How you doing this evening?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Yeah, doing great. I'm glad to finally get you here for this interview. Now, we've actually known each other for going on 30 years. Damn, I'm old. But yeah,
Yo,
we've
that's
gone. Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, I know. We know each other for about 30 years, and I've known you to be a pretty talented and skilled brother. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what's the origin of the name Jew.
Uh, to be honest, I'm just a little kid from Roanoke. And I grew up named after my dad, so it was like Junior my whole life. And then, we as black folk like to cut syllables off.
Yeah,
you know. So I just started going by June when I got to college. And my roommate was like, "Yeah, we gotta fix this. You can't walk
yeah,
around being called Junior. Nobody's your dad here." And
yeah,
it's stuck somehow.
yeah. Hey, it works for you, man. All right, now so recently you've dabbled in comedy, and you also have a short film releasing soon. Like, what other forms of entertainment would you say that you're well versed in?
Uh, I did music for a very long time. Um, I'm about to put out an album next month, actually, which is crazy. I never stopped. Just and I don't know. I just like I said, comedy is my thing, and then I paint and draw, and that's my free time activities. I'm just one of them weird people. I like touching stuff, like making stuff. Like,
Yeah, you're,
I
you're
was,
good with your hands. Like, you're a manual labor kind of guy, and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that translates into your work. So that's definitely a plus side. But now, as far as your hip hop music, what would you say that your style is, or who would you say that you model your style of music out?
To be honest, I think it's very like Mac Miller-ish. That was kind of around the time when I was developing as an artist, and so like people like Mac Miller and Big Sean was when I was in college. That was who was making like what I would look at like, oh, this is the most entertaining music that I can find. And I guess just I don't know. I'm weird because I do so many different kinds of things. I guess I'm somewhere singing and I'm like going hard. And it's like it's just I don't know. It's like music, so it's just all across the spectrum. We just make whatever we can, whatever comes the hardest will come out. Just be like, oh yeah, just like this next album is weird. You're like, oh, this is every kind of vibe you could think of. Like yeah, just
Yeah.
piece it into one.
And I think that's kind of what's missing, especially around our local scene, is because there's a lot of guys, they rap, they do music and stuff like that. But the big problem is I'm not gonna say everybody, but most people all have the same sound. Like, whether they, want to do drill music or they want to do trap music, like it's like, there's a dozen rappers who all have the same sound. And that and
Yeah.
it's good that we got some people who are artists, but like we're lacking in a little bit of versatility.
It's definitely over market as far as the gangster rap. Everybody now thinks they're gangster or whatever, but like there's a lot of us that are like more, just real life. We talk about real life. I don't shoot people in my real life, so I'm not gonna rap about it. But it do make it hard for us to kind of poke through because typically that's what the mainstream likes now is you listen to people getting killed on the radio all the time. It wasn't like that when we were growing up. So those records was was reserved for the rest of the album that the rest of the world don't hit. Whereas now that's the stuff that's mainstream, and so it's real easy for people to buy something like that. But then you have those of us that's like, oh, I care about I'm talking about my feelings.
Yeah,
It's about to be like Drake crying in the shower. I care about my feelings in this, and it's not what the mainstream is looking for. But there's a group of people out there that go, oh no, that's the music that gets me
yeah,
through
for
the
sure.
day sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people forget that music is also an art form. Like, they came up with an acronym for rap, RAP, rhythm and poetry. People forget that there's also a poetic aspect behind that. And that's kind of what's missing in the art form. I mean, a lot of people might look at it as a hustle, but I mean, if you can make a good amount of revenue off of it, then do that. But also, don't forget the heart and soul of why you came into it.
Oh yeah, I realized that I'm gonna make music until I'm 80 years old, and nobody it's not might not be for nobody else. I might just listen to it by myself, and if so, then that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Like we, I I realized a long time ago that like, oh, I'm not trying to be like a rapper for a living no more. I'm too old for that. Maybe yeah. So it seemed like a lot of moving around. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And a lot of loud music. My ears hurt now, bro. I'm old now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always, that's how I'm gonna express myself. And if I let other people hear it, I let other people hear it. And if I don't, then
for
I'm gonna
sure.
listen to it in my car.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, like, thing is, and you also got to keep in mind, like, your style, it might not be for everyone or it might not cater to a certain crowd, but I mean, hey, all it takes is just that one person to hear it, and then it'll catch on to everybody. So, that's I always encourage people to keep doing what you're doing because, like, you might, just because it doesn't blow up overnight, it doesn't mean that it's a failure. No, and this thing is, you might have a couple of failures down the road, but, that's also what makes it.
Listen, one part of being a creative is learning how to fail. I said it. I tell everybody that. Anybody that wants to get into something that's not a normal, what we call like a normal job, you want to go out there and kind of do something different. You got to be ready to fail, because
Exactly.
if you can fail gracefully, then winning is going to look so much. It's going to look like it's nothing because we've been failing gracefully this whole time. You know what I'm saying? I done
Yeah,
performed in front of 500 people. I done performed in front of 5 people, and I'm gonna go just as hard for them 5 people as I would for the 500. And who knows, maybe one
yeah,
day
for
it'll
sure.
be 50,000. You're like, oh, snap, I can do this because I performed that way in front of them five. It's way easier to do it now.
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk about some of the success you've had. Now, there's been some drawbacks too, but what's the one thing that keeps you going above everything else?
Uh, I wake up and every day I have an idea. And as long as I have ideas, then I feel like it's my job to bring those ideas and turn it into a thing, whatever that thing is. That's why I don't mind dabbling in as many things as I do, because like I said, I just finished wrapping on a film and
It
editing
sounds
that
so good.
film, and I'm immediately like jumping into promo for that. It's now time to put this album out, and I got a docu series. It's like, oh yeah, the ideas they want to keep flowing. So every day, as long as I got an opportunity to make something cool, it's like, I'm here for it. Let's go. Let's
For
get
sure.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, you're a man of quite a few talents and skills, but what's one that you haven't gotten to display yet to the world that you would like to display?
Yo, I'm good at impressions, low key, but I'm terrified of that because being an impression comic is nuts, and I don't think I want to do that. And I would say acting, but like if I did, like I said, if you watch the film, I was acting in that, and I did okay. I made it
Yeah.
through it because I always say like I'm a decent actor. I've been acting since I was a little kid, but like it's definitely more scary to try to sound like somebody else in front of people.
Yeah, but the thing is like if you nail it spot, but even if it's not a perfect impression, if somebody catches who it is, they're gonna think it's funny and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I get that reference." So,
Facts.
yeah,
Listen, it's more about, it's not even so much about the voice as much as it is about the cadence, for real, for real.
yeah,
I got friends that can do like phenomenal impressions, and but like you'll still be able to catch a crowd because you got that cadence there. And it's like that's it's a scary
oh
gesture.
yeah, yeah,
I don't
for
know what
sure.
happened to
So
that
that's
signal.
the thing is like you get the cadence, you get the mannerisms down, then you're pretty much golden right there. Yeah. Now, next question is whether you're doing a short film or comedy set, or whether you're write music. Like, what's your thought process? Like, what's your thought process of creating? Like, do you ever get writer's block, or do you just like note have a little notepad where you jot down your ideas, or do you also do improv as well? Like, do you improvise a freestyle?
So I kind of missed the first part of your question because I was having tech.
Yeah. Well, what I was asking is, now whether you're doing a short,
What
like
happened?
whether it's a short film or you're doing a set for a comedy show, or whether you're writing music, like, what goes into your thought process, and like, or do you like improv freestyle?
I'm not a big improver. I will when I'm on stage. It's a mixture of written and going off of whatever this room is, because especially with comedy, it's hard to. I don't. My job isn't to just say something funny. My job is to say something that I think you people would think is funny. Whoever these people are that's in front of me right now. That's why you can applaud comedians who can do it. Like, oh, I'm gonna just tell the whole world these jokes. Like, nah, I tell jokes
Yeah,
to like 15 people right here. But for the most part, I try to stick to what I plan. I'm a writer. I'm a big writer. I got, how it is. You'll write 100 times more things than you'll ever create. And I I get ideas throughout the day or something that happened. I'm like, I gotta write that down because I know that it made me
Yeah,
mad enough that I'm gonna make it funny. Like, oh, that pissed me off today. I'm about to make this hilarious because I've been talking about this old man for the last couple of weeks. Because listen, I got a problem with this old man, but every time it gets funnier. It's like, eventually I'll make this a thing. But right now I'm just gonna keep talking about this old man because he pissed me off.
yeah. I mean, like I said, hey, that's part of it. But if you make that connection with people, that for sure will get you in the door. But now next question, like, do you have any collaborations and works or future projects or people that you'd like to work with that you haven't got a chance to yet?
Really, like, I got some music coming out with my homeboy Tay the Truth. I don't know if you know Tay, but I've known Tay for a long, 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 long time. We never did same way as you and I've never done anything. It's like, well, we've known each other for 30 years. And finally, I'm getting around to trying to do the things that I always wanted to do. Like, so like I got a record coming out with him. I'm very excited about that. And then I know some really, really good comedians. I got a really good group of funny people who are very smart. And we're actually working on a pretty sizable film, probably that we hopefully will get shot sometime this year, but a lot bigger than the little short film like that I just did, which was a production in itself. But um this one's probably gonna be a little, quite sizable difference, but also collaborating with everybody. We'll be writing together and everybody has their ideas in it. And it's I don't know. I'm very excited about making a film with people, and and then hopefully I do other things. Like I say, the good thing about comedy is that I'm in rooms with so many different people that you're like, oh, I got to do a show with such and such. I always see such and such. I never, So it's cool. It's nice. I'm in a collaborative period at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. That's the thing is like, especially when it comes to comedy. Like comedy is, of course, like the main thing with comedy is like connecting with people. You have to have something about yourself. It's like, oh well, what can I say that these people will connect with? Because is every last joke gonna land? Probably not. But whether it lands or not, are you gonna say something that a lot of people are gonna relate to? Depending on the crowd, absolutely. But now, next question. Like, now, what would you say that you've learned about yourself when getting into these? Like, whether you're doing a comedy set or whether you're performing music or doing a film, what would you say that this has taught you about yourself?
Uh, I definitely have realized that I'm a very strange person that wants to stand up in front of people and say stuff because that's not and it's very weird now to be like, oh, you don't like public speaking? Like, what are you talking about? I do that shit for funsies. Like, what are we doing? And and I've learned that I got chops under pressure. Like when you on a movie set and you had this idea of exactly how this thing was going to work, and then you go to light it, and then for some reason it's not doing what it's supposed to do. You got to be able to go, well, what can we do to fix this right now? Right now, I have a light that shines very terribly on this picture behind me. And I was like, oh, I can't use that light. I was like, yeah, you can't. You got to turn it. So it's like, oh,
Yeah,
we got to learn on the fly. And I think that people underestimate ourselves as to what we can do when we're under pressure. You know what I'm saying? And I very learned that about myself a whole lot. Because when you tell a joke and there's nobody laughs at it, that's a completely different. That's a different feeling. I'm going,
yeah, it is
oh,
different.
oh, wait. I didn't think that was funny. Now, how do I get myself out of this? And self-deprecation works every time.
Yeah, for sure. Now,
It
you've been
doesn't.
doing this
I
for
cry.
quite some time now. Now, what would you say? Would you say that there's a certain peak that you've hit, or you want to reach, or do you just want to ride this till the wheels fall?
I don't think that there's goals. I think we have small goals, but there's no ultimate big goals for real that we just, you know, just whatever can happen. I I was telling my therapist today that, like, I feel like at times I've been locked in the hallway where there's no doors you can go through, and right now I feel like I'm standing in a hallway and there's so many doors open that I have to pick and choose which one we're going to go through and what time we have to go through them. And it would be a disservice to all the hard work we put in to not go through as many doors as we can. So it's like I said, it's whatever the good Lord is bringing us is what we're gonna do. Like, we're gonna do this until we can go sit down somewhere. Hopefully, hopefully
Yeah.
where there's sand. But like I said, I'll make music until I'm 80. This is just what I am. I'll be one of those weird people with an apartment in New York and it's just covered in paintings when I'm like 75. And just like what happened? That's Ruben. He paints. Just
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, never stop believing and never give up on your passion and your craft because guess what? Somebody is listening.
facts all the time.
Now, what would you say to any other upcoming artists and comedians and filmmakers that they could learn from you?
Um, Probably to make way better decisions way faster, so it doesn't take you 20 years to figure out, you- or 37 years to figure out what you want to be when you grow up. Like, yo, you love it and you believe in it, go for it. I could have started studying film 18, 19 years ago when I got out of high school if I'd have known that it was a possibility, and probably been good at it 20 years ago and be in the sand by now. But also, I think that we weren't in a culture like we are now where following your dream is not absurd. Whereas I feel like back in my day, it was a little crazy to be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go be a music producer." Like, what are you talking about? Like, as a job? Yeah. So, but what are you gonna do for a job like that? And it's like, what? Like, yeah, I can get a job doing that now. Like, and it's just it's definitely like if you got a passion, go with your passions, and you said ride them till the wheels fall off. That's shit. If you suck at something, don't lie to yourself now. If you're not good at a thing, don't do that thing. Go find another thing. Because some people, you hear some people, you be like,
Hey, it's called trial and error. Like, it's not called trial and error for nothing. You got to screw up a lot. You got to make a lot of mistakes. You got to fail a lot for you to, find something that works. And you never know. Like, a lot of people, because you know how a lot of people, especially on social media, like, especially on TikTok and YouTube, they'll just make one random video, one random post, and it'll just blow up overnight. Like, I had that happen to me with a couple of my videos on YouTube where I was just screwing around. I was like, wait a minute. This video got 45,000 views overnight. It was just 10 to 15 seconds of me just talking a bunch of BS. I'm like, wait a minute, what? And then if I sit down and make a video that topic is serious, then it gets no attention at all. It's like, okay, so maybe I need to, just keep throwing some stuff at the wall until I see something that works. But that's
yo,
the thing is you got to have a certain formula for you. And the one mistake that I never want to make is I never want to copy somebody else. Like, oh, I see that this formula worked for them, so maybe it'll work for me. No, it never will. It rarely ever works that way. Because guess what? You're not them, and they're not you.
yeah, there's no cookie cutter to success. That's not how that works. You gotta, like you said, you never know what's going to be the thing that's going, go crazy. You're like, oh snap, that was the dumbest post I put up. Why did everybody like it? Like, all
But yeah,
right.
exactly. Yeah.
That's why I'm here for make it all, bro. Make it all, whatever it is. I want to do sketches. I want to do everything, whatever we can make. You know what I'm saying? Is it's a very interesting feeling that like the film that we just put up started as just the smallest idea. We go, I just want to make a movie about a puzzle, and then what began as an idea about a puzzle became something that by the end of it, the puzzle didn't matter at all. But the thing that we had created was like, oh, that's a much better story than the puzzle. It's a cool puzzle. We got the puzzle, but this is, and if I would never been like, oh, I should make a movie about a puzzle, I wouldn't have the thing that I ended up with now. And you gotta just do as many things as you can do. Create it. Why not? If you're not make it, make it.
All right, we're gonna wrap this interview up. Once again, for the audience of people watching in TikTok land and TikTok land, YouTube land, and Facebook land. Tell them who you are and where they can find you.
Oh, I am June. Uh, I'm all socials. June D511 is JOOND511. Uh, Look me up. Like I said, YouTube, everything. We just put out a short film that's on YouTube. That same tag name. It's called True Treasures. Check it out. It's only like 5 minutes long. It's easy watch, but a good one. You might cry a little bit, but it's all because it's a good cry. No, it's not that. It's not that good.
Also, all of his links to his social will be posted, and the link to his short film, which is released soon, will also be posted. But anyway, that'll
My
do it for this
guy.
episode, guys, of
Thank you,
Drink
man.
Man interviews. Where the mic is mine, but the floor is yours. June, I love you, my brother. Thank you for taking the time out to do this interview. I appreciate you, and good luck to you and all your success in the future.
Thank you, bro. Love you too. Appreciate you again. Let me on your
Peace.
platform.
Ain't did this in a minute, man. Gotta go in for the people. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? Below zero ENT. Let's do it. Let's hear it. Go ahead. Now let me go in for a minute. Tell them lyrics about to kill them.